It's day 2, we're in the mobilisation phase, a new event. Why would we even try to resist the powerful Wehrmacht? It stopped snowing, it's now cloudy, but we're still worried about the approaching German infantry battalion. We lose 1 morale. You must move the fear and doubt markers 1 level up, both of them. We lose 1 morale. We'll need to do something about that, I think. Okay, so it's cloudy, it's not snowing. We're on fear 5. Doubt's gone up 1 level. There's still only 1, but 1 more tick and suddenly we're putting 2 doubt discs in the bag. Okay, just 1 for now. Okay, time to recruit. I think I want to draw quite a few this time. Let's see. But we do have more doubt discs in here. It's getting harder and harder to recruit people. We've got a soldier. We've got another soldier. 2 soldiers. Wow, that is pretty good. I'm tempted to stop. But no, the odds are still with me. I'm going to push on. And we've got a hunter. Do we go 1 more? Are we pushing our luck? Oh, that's a good number of recruits. Let's do it. Oh, volunteer. All right, we got the 4. Wow. 4 is good. 4 is good. Now, I've forgotten a rule here. For each volunteer disc you play in the ready area, you do get to add 1 supply to my supply area. So I should have 1 more supply. I drew one of those blue volunteer discs, but it doesn't affect things yet. I will remember it later on in the turn, so look out for that little correction later in the video. Now we're now going to the morning phase. Any defenders that are in this rest box would move across, become ready. They're rested. There aren't any here, and I'll show you how they get there in a moment. But we can now spend our supplies. We've got 1 supply. If this yellow cube was here, it would be 5 supplies, right? So we've got a whole bunch of cubes that we can collect and place here. Remember, we've got runners going to grab more supplies for us across the map. All right, so we've got 1 supply. This supply track here says for each supply we spent, we can ready this number of defenders. We can also spend morale. For every morale we spend, we can lose morale here. We can ready 2 tired defenders. Obviously doing so, having to do a full day's work without resting properly is going to reduce morale. Make sense? Okay, we don't want to do that, I don't think. So let's spend our 1 supply. That goes back to the reserves. And we can ready 4 defenders. Okay. So we'll take our officer. I think we'll take our hunter as well. And 2 more. We'll take 2 soldiers. These 2, we didn't have enough supplies to ready them. So if we lose 1 morale, we could ready them. There is an inspire action. It costs 2 defenders to raise the morale level 1. So we could take morale down, ready 2 defenders, then use 2 defenders to inspire, push morale back up. Now that might not be a bad thing because it means we could potentially use one of these blue volunteers and get a soldier back. Make sense? So it does kind of make sense to do. The other option is, and this kind of has the same net effect, for free we can put a maximum of 2 defenders in this rest area, which means they'll automatically become available next turn. Now that's slightly better because if we lose morale and then inspire, they would end up in the tired box, right? Putting 2 in the rest box is much better. We don't have to pay for the next turn. Spending and then inspiring will put them back here for next turn, right? So this is a lovely little box. So you've got a choice. You can either put 2 in here, or potentially we could put them both here and then perhaps spend 2 basic volunteers. right? But I'm going to do this. I'm just going to move 2 over to the rest area for free, leave my morale alone. Make sense? So guys, you put your feet up, kick back. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, that's the event done. That's breakfast done. Let's get on with assigning some orders. I do want to get some people out on supply runs. The weather's a little bit better. Now, there is a question here over whether... well, I'm going to put my officer down here to inspire again. I want to get that morale track back up. And these supply runs take time. It's a real pain. If the weather's fine tomorrow, then these hunters are good because they don't take a penalty when moving. We don't have any more German patrols coming out this turn, but at the same time, they're good at shoveling snow. What to do? Do we get them shoveling snow or running for supplies? I do want to repair some more positions, so I might just have my soldiers repairing still, like loads. 3 in here, maybe. Do I send 2 out on supply runs? I don't need all of these here. Do we negotiate and get fear and doubt down? I'm worried about this, but I really need to open a new supply route if I can, while I can. And these actions are around for a while, so maybe I should open a new supply route. And maybe I should just send 1 up here, and we'll do 1 repair. How about this? Something like this. We're going to have to take a hit on morale. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to put 1 hunter up here, and I'm going to hope for fair weather next time, for sunny weather. Might pay off. Let's see. We do have 1 defender tied up on this supply run. Now we're going to tie up another. I mean, it's going to take this guy another 1, 2, another 3. Another 2 turns after this to get back. The hunter may be able to get there and back in this. Yeah, this guy may end up getting back before this one. This is how good hunters are on supply runs and how much the weather affects things. Okay, let's go. We'll start here, and we'll have our officer move 1 marker on either the fear or doubt tracks 1 level down. I'm going to get this doubt down. That's the one I'm choosing. Next, open a new supply route. It costs 2 defenders to do this. These are delivery tokens, and we can choose 1 of these 3 supply routes. We've got 1 up here which reduces the number of German patrols. We've got some miss tokens, and in the rightmost box we have either a morale bonus or extra soldiers. Now, each of these tokens, when you bring it back, as well as what's written on the token, it's going to give you 2 supplies on 1 morale. So each token is a whole bunch of goods, as well as the bonus that they have. The question is, which are we going to place? I think we're going to place the miss tokens, which are up here behind these German patrols. Not a great location, but I like them. Okay, that's mobilization complete. No one here, no one here. Supply run, this guy's coming in here. The weather's cloudy, we can move 1 to 5. Each defender on the map can move. But typically, each defender can't end its movement on the space with another defender. The exception is the supply depots, or indeed the fortress itself. Additionally, if a defender enters the fortress or a supply depot, they must end their movement. And this is why, although this guy's all the way up here, he's kind of wasted a turn, right? But we didn't know. If it turned out snowy today, then it would have taken 2 turns to get up here. All right, let's move everyone. This guy is moving up here. Once at a supply depot, we can pick up a supply token, and then we can move back with it. The problem is that movement is -1 after picking up a delivery token. But we stop for this turn. We're going to have to wait till next turn We're hoping for fair weather. If it's sunny, we can move 1 to 6. So carrying a supply token, that's up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could get back next turn. But if it's cloudy or snowy, we're not making it back. However, the hunter, this -1 movement penalty is ignored. So this hunter's in a good place for us. However, we can't reach those missed tokens because if we enter a spot, let's say we do go up here. Let's say we've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to stop if we enter a space containing a German patrol token. And now we've got a choice. We can either stay here and hide. And down here is a suspicion track. This is a reflection of how aware the Germans are of our defenders being out on the map. If we stop and hide, right, maybe we take cover in this little shed here, we reduce the suspicion level. So that's good, that helps us, right? We can try and sneak by. At the moment, the suspicion level is 1. To sneak by, we roll 1d6. In fact, I might just do this. I might just try and head this way instead. If we roll higher than the current suspicion level, so anything other than a 1, then we successfully sneak by and we can continue our movement. The movement was up to 5, right? So we could sneak by and get up here. But if we do that, the suspicion level goes up. The other option is we fight. This option is only available to soldiers, soldier discs. That's why it's good to send soldiers out. The fight is an automatic success. We end our movement, we remove the German patrol, and then we roll the d6. Again, if it's higher than the current suspicion level, then nothing happens, we just increase suspicion. But if it's equal or lower, then the defender is injured and goes to the infirmary. And in fact, suspicion level goes up 2 levels. So soldiers are great for coming out here and trying to defeat Germans. All right, let's go here and let's try and sneak past. Anything other than a 1, please. It's a 6, we're good. Suspicion level goes up to 2. We've managed to sneak by. We're going to pick up a miss token. Okay, the Germans heard a few twigs cracking as we snuck by. Suspicion level has gone up. If we'd failed our sneak check, if we had rolled a 1, that defender, it is risky, it's a 1 in 6 for us here. We lose our defender, goes back to the reserve here, and the German patrol unit actually goes back to the bag, so they've done their job. They've captured the Norwegian defender. However, as a little compensation, because they've captured some Norwegian defenders, they think they've caught us, suspicion level will go down 2 levels. So there is a kind of a balancing going on here. All right, we've completed our supply runs for today. We've reached the supply depots. We're banking for fair weather tomorrow. Time for some maintenance tasks. Let's shovel some snow. We've got a hunter and a farmhand here. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 shoveling snow. 1, 2, 3. We grab the top tile, and it is a radio. The radio is down here, and this adds 1 hope to the low morale deck. Takes 2 defenders, soldiers count as 2. Okay, so this can help. When the radio comes out, in fact any action comes out like this, it does start with a damage token. There's 1 here for the radio, and it goes on the rightmost spot. The point of uncovering this one is when it's like this, for every 2 workers, soldiers count as 2. So you can do this multiple times. You add 1 hope card to the low morale deck. If we repair this damage, then each time we take this action, we add 2, right? Add 1, add 1. Pretty neat, huh? But soldiers now are repairing. We've got 1 repair. And I'm going to repair, I think, gun 2. Remember, that goes into the hit bag. Morale is a problem now. We are out of supplies, so morale's going down 1 again. Actually, do you know what? I don't think we are out of supplies. think I've made a, yeah, I forgot. We drew one of these farmhand volunteers, didn't we? Whenever you draw a farmhand volunteer out of the recruit bag, you get an extra supply. So my supply should be there. Would I have used it to ready these two? I don't think I would. I'm paying too much for, yeah, one supply to ready 2 units. No. Let's keep that supply. Keeping that one supply there is not a bad thing, because it means, A, my morale's not hit and I've got a supply for next turn. So yeah, I think that's fine. So morale's not hit. We are here though at -1. Yeah, none of these apply, these modifiers. So we draw 2 low morale cards and resolve 1. Okay. 1, 2. And we've got a hope and a low morale. Hope says you must choose this card when drawn. So I'm happy with that. This one's going to get shuffled back in. But it says rather than discard it, I can gain 1 supply to remove this card from the game. We've got a limited number of hope cards. Well, at this stage of the game, I'm going to remove it. So that's going back to the box. I'm going to take 1 supply. That goes back to 0. This one's going to get shuffled back in. I've got 2 supply. Wow. Well, I like that. That was good. That was good. It's about time we had a little bit of good luck. Any good luck that comes your way is appreciated. Right, those 2 supply and pulling that hope actually might just be a saviour. Last step then, move the turn marker. Now this does say coup, but we don't check for coup until step D. All right, so the end of day 3, which is breaking now. We're banking on fine weather. Anything but snow, please. Oh no. Some of the volunteers want to go home. Of course they do. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's snowing again. And yeah, the volunteers have had enough. They're fearful, they're doubtful. They've heard about this German force. We've seen glimpses of it. Now it's snowing. They've had enough. They've had enough. You must move the fear and doubt markers 1 level up. Well, I'm glad I moved down last time. That's kind of, I was starting to doubt that decision, but yeah, that's kind of justified it in my head a little bit now. But fear is up at maximum. No wonder they want to go home. Okay, just 1 doubt disc in the recruit bag, but there's quite a few in there now. My goodness. Here they are, these volunteers. Yeah. Okay. Recruits. Let's draw. I'm hoping for a few, and anything we can build up in these early stages. And this bag doesn't get any better at the minute. Okay, all right, cool. We've got a farmhand. I'm happy with that. Second one. Oh, and it's a doubt disc. So we've got just the 1 recruit this time. I was hoping for some soldiers. So despite the fear and doubt, we've managed to grab 1 extra volunteer. And the rest are starting to talk about going home and getting out of here. The good news is supplies are still worth 4 volunteers. So let's spend 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we spend another to bring in these other 3? I think we do, because it's worth it. It's more than worth it. I don't want to spend morale. I mean, morale's okay, because I've got the radio, which does help boost morale. But no, let's keep things in. We've got everybody back, apart from our volunteers that are up on the map doing those supply runs. You might be wondering what fear does. It's up at 6 now. Fear, at the end of turn 3, when the coup happens, we're going to flip the mobilization board. We're going to lose this board. Fear is going to remove this number of recruits from the recruit bag, not doubt discs. So 6 of these are going to go. Okay, that's a lot. This mobilization stage is a great opportunity to recruit, and so the only way we can keep this bag healthy really is to keep fear down. So yeah, those recruits do want to go home, and at the end of mobilization with fear this high, it's a little bit beyond our control right now. We do have the negotiate action. This is our last chance to use it, also last chance to open new supply routes. However, I kind of feel like we're shutting the barn door after the horse has bolted. So repair is probably what I'm going to do, and shoveling snow once more. Right, let's get reparations in place. That's 2. Do I do another? I think inspire, and I also think 2 here shoveling snow. Is this what we do, or do we bolster? I was thinking about more supply runs, but with the weather as it is, I think this is what we're doing. Or maybe we give up on the snow. We could come in here and bolster. Let's try this. I like the idea of repairing. Do this, or do I do the rate? Oh, that should have its damage token still on it. But I could repair this. If I repaired this and then did this, that's another option. No, I think we'll do inspire. I could have. Oh no, I can't put officers here. Yeah, officer is good for these actions, but not very versatile. All right, I think we're going to stick with this. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's start resolving. Nothing down here, nothing up here, nothing. Supply runs. It's not pretty because of the snow. So we've got move 1 to 4. This guy's carrying a supply token, so he's got 1 movement left. We can move up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Incidentally, these different coloured bands represent the different stages of the game. So patrols in mobilization come here, first attack here, siege 1 here, and then siege 2 finally at the bottom. So we're okay here. It's going to take another turn for this volunteer to get back home. Same applies to our hunter. So we're going to come down here. We've hit a patrol. Now they could move up to 4 if we sneak by. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not enough to get us home. So we're going to need another turn anyway. So I think we'll stay here. And of course we're moving into first attack, so that it's possible a patrol's going to come out here and block us, but that might just be down to some unlucky event or whatever. So I think we're going to stop, end our movement for the round, and reduce our suspicion by 1. Okay. Weather defeated. If the weather was better, it only had to be cloudy or sunny, and we would have gotten this guy home. And then I would be sneaking. So yeah, that's a real shame. That snow is a problem. Okay, maintenance. Let's start with this inspire. Tired. Morale track goes up 1. Shovel snow. We've only got a hunter in here, so that counts for 2. 1, 2. Nothing this turn, but next turn maybe. Bolster. It takes 2 defenders to bolster. And we can either add a mistile to the hit bag or increase our defense. I'm going to do that. I'm going to increase our defense. This is the defending the walls section. We're moving into the first attack, so those Germans are coming, and our defense here is going to negate some hits. So the higher defense, the more hits that get negated. So putting this up is a great idea. We've also got these defensive positions here, which allows us to kind of counterattack and attack any Germans that are coming. So we've got defense and offense at defending the walls. But we need to repair those positions. So I've got 6 in here. I can repair 3 times. Got the radio, we've got the big gun up there. I was thinking about repairing the artillery gun. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to repair twice up here and once down here. For these, that's 3 repairs. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I certainly need some misses in here because I'm repairing stuff. It's all going in the hit bag. We're going to take some damage again if those hits come through. Yep. All right. That's it. 4, 5, 6. Morale. We don't have any adjustments. We're still in supply. I'm going to draw 2 high morale and resolve 1. Okay. Let's give this a shuffle. I can't remember. I think there's some despair in here somewhere. All right, guys, you've had a good day. We've done more reparations. We've kind of repaired our defensives. We've mainly built our offensive positions out, but the snow is causing us problems. Okay, 2 cards. So we're still in the top section. We're only resolving 1 of these. We can either add a miss to the hit bag or look at the top card of any event deck. Oh wow, so we get an idea about what's coming. That's really cool. We're going to be in the top section again during first attack, so this is a potential, but do you know what? I really like this idea. I convinced myself a moment ago. Let's add a miss token to the hit bag. Okay, that's going to get shuffled back in. That one's discarded. Okay, beautiful. Now we've got a coup. Okay, so check the turn track for placing patrols, coup, retreat, last stand. So here we are, we've got coup and we've got 2 new patrols. So let's grab the patrol bag. We've got 2 German patrols. Let's see where they're coming. Number 1 and number 4. 1 and 4. Yes, you can have more than 1 patrol in 1 spot, and patrols hitting a space where you've got a defender doesn't do anything, and this defender is free to move away on its next turn. It's only when you move into a space that has a German patrol that it means anything, right? So just look out for that. Okay, now it's time to resolve this coup before we move to turn 4. So it's all laid out here at the bottom of the mobilization board. Resolve this at the end of day 3. Step 1, draw X discs from the recruit bag. The coup is taking place. We've moved to a new stage of the game. We draw 6 tokens from the bag. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. There we go. Oh, we've lost 2 medics. That's outrageous. They're back in the reserve. The supply marker moves to the 3 spot. Now every supply cube will restore and ready. Only 3 defenders, not 4. Our defensive positions are now filled. We've only got 2. If we had placed 3 or 4 soldiers, then we'd receive a morale bonus. It says we can take these defenders from the tired, rest, or ready areas. All our defenders are tired right now. What's significant about who we place here? Soldiers and officer are better. They've got better range at defending. But obviously we're tying them up here. Now, I don't want to tie up too many soldiers. I want soldiers 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to do this. Okay, I want to keep 4 of my soldiers back. Let's do this. All right, we're going to place these 2 here. Let's say more soldiers here would have been better for morale, but there they are. Lastly then, we flip the mobilization board and we move it to the first attack phase. Okay, I'll explain this when we get there. There's another section for retreat. It says resolve at the end of day 6. For now though, we're moving to day 4.